Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Behind the Hammer. This week's pretty cool, a little bit of a shorter one, but we do interview a salesperson in this episode, and it's kind of neat because it's part of the interview process where he phones actual lost deals, lost leads that we've had, tries to warm them up, and we see how he does on that. So check that out. That's partway into this episode. You're going to want to see that. It's pretty cool behind the scenes look at all that and how that goes down. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's another week. Monday. It's a holiday Monday, but working today. This is my new office chair that came in the mail. Cleaning up the office a bit. Going to make it a lot nicer in the office. It's been a bit too cluttered. I'm trying to change who I am a bit, and part of that starts with changing your environment around you. So I got a new office chair, brown. I've had the same kind of blue and black kind of gamer style chair for the last 4 or 5 years. I'll be getting rid of that. I'm going to get a standing desk so I can stand up, feel a little more energized when I'm working at the desk. I'm going to have, you can see I was in the process of cleaning this up a bit, so I got a bit of stuff around, but I decluttered it already. I am going to have a walking pad so that I can walk while I'm working. Might need to get a Bluetooth headset. We'll see how it works with the wiring and walking. And then proper bookshelf so I don't have books trashed all over the place. And it's going to set it up to be a lot nicer office. And then what I'm thinking, we've got 3 offices in here right now. I am hiring some salespeople. But what I'm thinking about doing here is probably put a sales guy here, because I think I might have a couple in-house, 1 or 2 remote. So one will go there. Might stick another one in this office with Sadie. Or I've got this office. I don't like offices. What I'm actually thinking is I kind of want to take this whole wall out if it's not load bearing. I haven't checked yet. Because I could take this wall out, take all this wall out, right over to here. I might keep my office as an office, or I might just blow this whole thing out. Because if we blew this whole thing out, we'd have way more room because we don't have all these walls taking up space. And we could have people working in here. You know, it might be nice to keep one office when you have customers come in, but maybe not. The other thought I had is taking this room and maybe turning it into more of a showroom. Put photos of shops we've built on the walls, you know, information here, spot to bring the customer in. Maybe we keep this one, maybe we blow out the other ones. We put that wall in. Just get rid of all the walls, have her wide open in here. Might work a bit better. But that's down the road. For now, we won't be doing that. It's a lot of work we don't have time to do. So we might just turn that into a showroom for now, or put sales guys in there. Offices aren't good. Problem with offices, people get in them, they get distracted. There's no one around them, so they can get distracted easily, even if they're not intending to, and waste some time. It's not what we want. We want high performance here. Yeah, you know what I was thinking I should get for the guys on site for the GoPro? Is those Meta glasses. Have you seen them, like the Ray-Ban Metas? So they have a camera in them. They only record in 9:16. That's the only crappy thing about it. But they're just like sunglasses. You can get them so they change tints when you go inside. They lighten up. And they have a camera in the side, so they hit the button. It only records for 3 minutes max, and then it stops, and then they have to hit the button again. But that way you don't get like a crazy long thing, right? Every weekend, that Manny guy we hired goes to Vancouver.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. He was like he must have lots of friends down there. Because he was hiking down there last weekend or something, and then this weekend he was down there again. Like, he's only worked for like 5 days because we've had some time off there because of the jobs. We're just waiting on the permits and stuff. But June is going to be slammed. There's a guy in I might hire from PEI. He's supposedly experienced framer. I interviewed him a long time ago. He wants to move out here, wants to move his family out eventually. I think he is a good framer, but he wants $55 an hour, which I don't pay anyone that much right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I haven't told him yay or nay yet. I tried to hire him at 40 an hour, and then I tried to hire him at 50. And he's like, he wanted 60. He said he'll come for 55. But like, he has to be pretty good
Yeah.
at that rate. Which, if he is good and he's worth that, then it's great.
Yeah.
Because, like, say, I don't know, offhand I should know, but how much like per hour each guy should make the company. But if say they made double what they're paid, then a $60 an hour guy would make the company 60 an hour, and a $20 an hour guy would only make the company 20 an hour. Well, then you want the best guys you can get. But I don't think it quite works that way. Something to think about though. But I might hire him, see how it goes. I mean, just if he sucks, then we just fire him.
Then you can go back to
Go back to PEI. It's not like we haven't fired people before.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that lady that does the real estate stuff though. She looks good. Yeah, these are not 600-pound wheels. I must have cheaped out. Didn't get the 600-pound chair. No, I didn't realize I had to put in a application to get in the IPE, and a lucky thing. I just talked to them today, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have a spot yet. You don't haven't applied." And I was like, "I just thought we were in it every year."
Yeah.
So we don't even get our normal spot, which we've had for like 2 or 3 years in a row, which kind of sucks.
You
Cause
didn't
it's,
apply this summer, like last summer. Did you?
no, but she must have before she left.
Um,
And I just didn't know because she just looked after lots of that stuff, right? That was her job, kind of. But yeah, someone else got our spot. And I wonder if it's her.
yeah.
Because she has her own little business thing now, doing this stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Seriously? Oh no.
Because it was a really good spot.
Yeah, it was.
So we might have to get it again next year if we can.
What were you doing it this year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're still gonna do it. We just have to do a different place, different spot. Ooh, yeah, works good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she reclines. That's why it's got this thing in here.
Yeah, we can sleep on that.
You definitely could. It's built to sleep on.
You're right.
Not gonna get nothing done now. Oh, I see. But even the armrests move when you lean back. She's a fancy unit, eh?
Yeah.
It doesn't tip like a normal office chair will like tip back, you know, like
Yeah.
those ones. But this one's just stuck where you're at. A little different. Hopefully it's comfy.
Hello, Brent speaking.
Hey Brett, this is Daryl from Faro Built. Just checking in this afternoon. Duncan asked me to give you a call and wanted to follow up on whether you built your building or not, or and if not, when.
Oh yeah, we built it. Yeah, we built it 2 years ago now.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information and following up.
Sure, yeah, no problem.
And you have a great day then.
You take care. Take care.
Bye. So in that case, you don't carry on with a customer, do you?
No, the only thing I would do, like, and just because I know what we offer,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, well, we also offer the repair and maintenance, and then we have this new fencing that we're offering too.
Okay.
So I would maybe just let them know about
just
that
let them know
kind of
more
thing.
that. Okay.
Or another way you can go is to, oh, amazing, who else do you know that needs a building that doesn't want to build it themselves like you did?
building.
Yeah, and try and get referral that way.
Okay. Okay.
But
No,
for
this
that,
isn't-
for the purposes of this is fine.
Okay. I'm just trying to get myself comfortable with this.
Yeah, could follow the script a little better still too.
Okay.
The cellular number you have called is not assigned. Please check the number and try the call again.
That was weird. Interesting. He,
What was the number? I don't.
yeah. So this guy must have went out of business. That's why the number's not working. Because their
Okay.
website's just disappeared too.
Yeah, so we must be out of business. Huh?
Yeah, usually you don't take down your website.
No, not if you're a business.
Permanently closed.
Yeah. Now you know he's not going to build anything.
Yeah, good thing we didn't start anything.
He reached Conrad's phone. Please leave me a message or send me a text. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hey, this is Daryl from Farrell Built. Good afternoon. The reason I'm calling is because Duncan wanted me to give you a call and ask why we haven't built the building yet for you. You can give me a call back. We can discuss things further. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Well, that didn't go according to plan, did it?
Your voicemail's better than out of business.
I think that was a little better with my scripting.
Mm-hmm. You bet.
Just got to get comfortable with it. This is Daryl from Farrell Build. Good afternoon. The reason I'm calling is Duncan asked me to give you a call and ask why we haven't done your repair work for you yet. Just wondering if you're wanting to move ahead with that.
That's old news. No, I did that a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, thank you for the update then.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Your call has been forwarded to a voicemail service that has not been initialized by the customer you are calling. The Rogers Wireless customer you are calling is not available at this time. When you reach the customer at a later date, please remind the customer to access their voicemail and initialize their mailbox. Thank you.
Well, so much for that idea.
Yeah, no luck there.
No message to leave.
Your call has been forwarded to a voicemail service that has not been initialized by the customer you are calling. The Rogers Wireless...
Okay, quickly give Walter a call.
Your call has been forwarded to a voicemail service that has not been initialized by the customer you are calling. The Rogers Wireless customer you are calling is not...
What's that, 3 or 4?
At least, or more. That's funny.
Well, it's not from lack of trying.
No. Good. That's funny. There we go. Good. Okay. Perfect. Well, I took some notes, and so I've got 4 other people. I'm interviewing 5 people total.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the exact same process with everybody.
Okay.
So you're the second one that's got this far in the process. I got 2 more tomorrow, and 1 on Friday. So by the weekend, I'm gonna have a good idea. Because we're gonna hire 3 out of the 5.
Okay.
Maybe more if everyone seems really good. But 3 is what I'm aiming for. So once I talk to them,
reference of letters.
Perfect.
Letters from, and if you need phone references, I can provide.
okay. No, awesome. Thank you for that. And yeah, by this weekend, I should have a pretty good idea.
No worries.
Good old Zevia. The cream soda. Hard to beat that one. We are heading out to the Henke project where we're going to be doing, what's that? We're going to be doing another foundation repair on the house where it's sinking, underpinning with screw piles. This one's a bit unique. We actually have to go through the floor of the house. We got to bring in a screw pile machine into the house, rip up the flooring, put the screw piles in the middle where there's a bearing wall. So that'll be a bit interesting. Sergi, he's going to be meeting us there. He's a good dude. And then Wyatt, one of our crew leads, he's going to meet me there as well. And we're going to take a look at what's going on, make sure we're all on the same page. The customer will be there as well. And take a look at what we're doing, put together a bit of a game plan, go from there. And then I got to get back here to the office and do 2 more calls too. So I'm ripping in there, doing that, and then back here. I had one sales guy I interviewed today, which was pretty comical. Just did the first interview. I called him, and on the first interview, I do all the questions, and then I go, hey, let's do a role play. I'll pretend I'm the customer. You pretend you're the sales guy, and they should just do it with me. This guy was funny. I told him, and he's just like, there's like a pause, and then I just hear F, and it hangs up. And I tried calling him, no, nothing. So I would say he couldn't handle it, which is why we do that in the interview. It's kind of funny to do, and like nobody's really good at it when we do it in the interview, of course, because it's just on the spot. But that was the first. That was pretty funny, just hilarious. Anyway, I've decided there's 2 of the sales guys that I for sure won't be hiring. I think I'm gonna send a job offer to the other one that the first guy interviewed. He seemed decent. With some training he could be really good. Not like Nikki. Nikki seems really good, and with training she's going to be phenomenal. Guy that I interviewed today, the first interview, and I have a really good feeling about that. It went really well, and so I'll be talking to him on Tuesday for the next interview, the next step in the process, the core values presentation, and the one where I get them to call a bunch of people, old leads, and see how they do. Looking forward to that. Pretty good day today. Did a couple more steps in the interview process with 2 of the potential salespeople that we're looking to hire. Got a few really good ones lining up now. Looking forward to it. Getting the meeting set up. The way we're going to do it is we're going to have, and this is advice I got from people that know a lot more than me, we're going to have a sales rally in the morning. It's going to be like 45 minutes. Could be an hour later on, but I think for now, there'll be 3 salespeople to start with. We're going to do 45 minutes. We're going to do that before we get on the phones with anybody, so it gets everyone warmed up. Practice on ourselves, not on our customers. We're going to go over the stats from the day before, who made the most calls, who had the most talk time, who wrote the most proposals, who did the most sales, and then we're going to go into the role play, and then at noon or around noon, it won't be at noon actually, probably be 1 o'clock, I got to still put it on my calendar, we're going to have the midday sales rally where we're just going to get into that, go, hey, what's working so far, what's not working, and then we're going to do some more role play. If someone was having trouble with something, then we'll work on that, and then we'll do the end of day, which is just going to be 15 minutes. It's just the end of day recap on how the day went, and then the next morning again, and we just repeat. So we just go through like that, and then we train on Cardone U. So the salespeople are required to train on Cardone U for at least 15 minutes every single day, and if they don't, if there's 3 days in a month that they miss, first day's a warning, the next time's a written warning, and the next one they're fired. So that's important to us, that they're committed and they're training every day. We want to give our customers the best experience possible from their first interaction with us all the way through to the completion of the job with them, and on into years to come with service, warranty, and future work. Once we've got that sales team set up properly here, we're actually going to be expanding and creating another sales team. So the sales team here in BC, some of them are going to be remote. So far it's looking like someone in the Lower Mainland, and then possibly 2 local here. We'll see how that pans out. There's another guy that's applied that's not local, and still not sure if we're going to be hiring him or not, and not sure actually on anybody who we're going to be hiring yet, because I haven't completed the interview process. I've only completed with 2 people. If they were the only 2 people I'd interviewed, we'd be hiring them both, but I've got 5 so far, and then I have another 1 or 2 that are in the pipeline that I haven't interviewed yet, but they've done the video interview. So I'm going to look at, there's a couple of them that I like, the rest of them I've been discarding, but there's a couple in there that I got to talk to. There's a lady that came in today. She did the online application, which is great. I don't like when people try and skirt around our application process, because it shows to me that they don't like to follow a process that's put in place. But I love when they go above and beyond. So she did the application online, did everything that way right. I watched her video yesterday. Today she showed up at the office, and luckily enough I had about 15 minutes where I talked to her, and we got I did a bit of an interview with her. I didn't get to do the full interview that I usually do on the first interview. I missed the last part, which is where I role play with them and see how they do with fact find and closing. So that was cool because she went above and beyond and actually came in. The lady in the Lower Mainland actually offered to drive in for hers. So she's like, oh, it's no big deal. It's only 4 or 5 hours. So that was really cool. So I like when people show a bit extra. And I think that's key. And that's advice really to anybody, especially to young people that are getting out there, getting into a field of work. Do more than you're paid to do. Do more than's expected of you. Not everyone's going to recognize it. Not everyone's going to acknowledge it. That's fine. Just get in the habit of always doing more than is expected and always going a bit beyond what you're paid to do or what's expected of you, and that it will be recognized. Over time, that will pay off huge. It's the people that just do the bare minimum or under that, they don't get anywhere. They get nowhere in life. So if you're getting started in whatever field you're getting started, it doesn't matter what you're doing, from volunteering to being a doctor, always go a little bit extra, a bit above and beyond, and it'll be noticed. Eventually it'll be noticed. If it's not noticed immediately, it'll be noticed eventually. I notice it right away. And when I see people go above and beyond, like for example, even today, an example of going above and beyond was Sadie created 2 reels that we're not going to post on the company account, but she put them in the folder in case I want to post them on my personal account, because she knows I post a little bit on there. So that's just an example of, oh hey, I've got these 2 reels. We're probably not going to post them on Ferrobuilt, but Duncan might want to post them on his personal account, so I'll throw them in there. Like, takes her very little extra effort, and those are there. So super cool to see people do that. And that's how you get ahead. That's how you're gonna be successful at whatever it is that you do, is by just going above and beyond. Good morning. We are just chucking out all these old marketing things. Have to get rid of them because they were mailers that kind of sucked anyway, because I didn't know what I was doing when I wrote them. But they also say we have 5-star Google reviews, which we don't anymore, because we got 2 1-stars and a 4-star, and so I don't like to lie in our marketing, so we're getting rid of it. Another day. I'm excited for the day. Get to interview a couple salespeople that I think might be some of the best I've interviewed yet, so I'm looking forward to that. I gotta see if I got time. Looks like a light got smacked off the trailer. I gotta put some time on the calendar to call some framers and laborers that have applied. Do a quick interview with them. Gotta start stacking June's roster. Now I got that guy from PEI. I think I'm gonna send him a job offer. He wanted more money than I wanted to pay, but I mean, he's coming from PEI. We'll pay him, and if he can't stay up to the standards that are required for the position, then whatever, we'll let him go. And I feel like he'll be highly motivated, because someone doesn't want to move across the country and lose their job. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll send that job offer off today and go from there. There's a good chance we're going to be able to have 3 crews running by the end of this season. Well, we don't really have seasons. By the end of the summer season, I should say. We work all year round. That's going to depend on some more sales, but I don't think it's impossible. So 1 crew can produce about roughly $2 million in a year, a little more as they get more efficient. So 3 crews should be able to produce about $6 million in a year, but potentially more, because then we'd have enough guys that if we can sell some bigger jobs, we could tag team it, make it worth it, and sell them at better prices, because that's where we lose the big jobs, is our pricing. Now there are some guys that are really undercutting the market on that. I've done the math every way I could and I learned some of their pricing. I could not figure out how they can even possibly do it at the prices they're doing. Like, they're working for free 50-60% of the time at least. So there is that, but we don't even really compete with those guys. We've bid on some of the same jobs, but it's like they're, you know, low quality, cutting corners type work, which we don't do. So what I'm doing though is if we have 3 crews set up, we can do a slightly bit better pricing. I'm thinking, we'll see when we get there, but our overhead's not going to triple, so that'll be nice. And it's all reliant on sales though. That's why we're hiring 3 salespeople. We're going to really push on the sales and start stacking the schedule for this fall, winter, next spring, so that we have the work there, and then build out the teams to do the work. Pretty exciting, lots of fun. Just heading out of the office. Great day. Hired a sales rep today. She's going to be very good. Went through extensive interviews with, that was the 4th person I've interviewed. I have 1 more tomorrow. And yeah, she stood out a lot. So super excited about that. And she's actually in the Lower Mainland, so she's going to be representing us there as well as anywhere else. We aren't doing territories, but yeah, super cool. Yeah, hiring this salesperson is going to be awesome. I'm still looking for 2 more. The one I'm interviewing tomorrow I have a really good feeling about. We'll see how she turns out. Yeah, no, it's a good day. 10 to 8 and heading home. I got my walking pad and doing this cut. I have a goal to be under 10% body fat by November. I mean, I could probably be under 10% by mid to end of June if I really just put some effort into it. I'm at about 15% and I haven't been really trying super hard to cut, so I'm gonna do that next couple weeks here because I want to. You feel better about yourself when you're in shape. I would love to see every single person be in really good shape. I think if people knew how good you feel when you're in shape and how good the discipline it takes to get in shape makes you feel, I think a lot more people would be in really good physical condition and would eat well. But society as a whole has been conditioned to think that like being sick a bunch and not feeling great and having all these problems and taking all these pills and drugs to not even make yourself feel better, but maybe they do somewhat. Society's been conditioned to think that that's normal and that's how life is, but it isn't. It isn't at all. There was a book I listened to where they studied, what's it called, nourishing diets or something like that, I think. They studied all the traditional people across the entire globe and how they ate, how they lived, and their diets. And they weren't trying to romanticize it. They're like, we have a much nicer life now, but they ate a much better diet and it showed in their health. They found some tribes that didn't even have any tooth decay. Not one person, the whole tribe had tooth decay. And then as soon as they got onto the crap food that civilized people brought in, like the lots of sugar, lots of processed flour and stuff, refined flour or whatever it's called, I don't even know, don't eat it, but their teeth just went to crap. And you know what else is crazy? It actually messed up their facial features within 1 generation. People come out with narrower faces, so their teeth didn't fit. They had huge teeth problems that way as well, and it made their kids uglier. Crazy. We're just used to it here. We think it's normal, you know, everybody's got to get braces and all this crap. It's like, we weren't made like defective. Like, there's the odd person that's made defective and maybe there's nothing they could have done about it, but as a whole, humans weren't made to just be born defective and need all this fixing. It's crazy. Matters what you eat, and I'd love to see everyone get eating properly and healthy and not have all this crap normalized that you see, like the sugars and the processed foods, packaged foods, all the junk. And like even the diet pops. I used to drink a lot of diet pop, but that's crap, is just as bad for you as the sugar stuff. The only ones that is the stevia or the Zevias, they've got stevia in them, which some people think's bad, but there's hardly any in them. I think those ones are pretty decent. I drink a few of them. And a good old kombucha. Can't beat the kombucha. There's an old hay barn over here that they braced up. The farmers braced it up, I think. If it was a contractor, they must have been cheap because they didn't do real nice work. It looks like a farmer job. thing is, the posts are probably all rotten off, so it's only going to help it for so long, and that whole thing's going to just flip right upside down. How's it going?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Sweet. Where's Wyatt? I thought he was going with you up there today.
Yeah, he had to pick up something or whatever for his dad, but he's
Oh, I see. Nice. Thing's really tight, eh?
Well, it fell off the block.
Oh, sweet. Got the new tire on that other side?
Yeah.
Can't even tell it's new anymore.
I thought I explained myself to the guy like really clearly. I wanted a rim with a tire on it.
Yeah,
So a whole spare.
yeah.
Somehow it just I did.
He
I
just
said it
gave you a
twice,
tire?
at least, and he just got me a rim.
Oh, a rim. But he didn't put a tire on it, or he's gonna though, or what? Sweet. Okay, sick. Well, I gotta go into the office. See ya. Have a good day.
Yeah, see.
Hello? Yeah, we can help you with that shop. No problem. Yeah. Let me just put you in get your info here. Yeah. Okay. In the cost. Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay. For sure, 40 by 60. Yeah, got it. Okay, how soon do you need that built? Okay, yeah, right away. Okay, I'll run over to the permit office here right away and get that started for you. Yeah, I'm running there right now. Yeah. Okay. You bet. We'll get everything rolling. Thanks. Bye. Thing's fast, eh? Getting metal ordered for the job. I'm yelling. These things mute the sound out. Okay, got that done. What am I on to next?
Hello.
It's Duncan, it's Farrowbilt. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How's it going?
Excellent. Thanks for calling me back.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just got a few questions I was going to ask you. See if
Yeah.
might be a good fit for you to work here.
Yeah, sounds good.
So what do you know about Farrowbilt so far?
I know kind of like, I don't know, do you guys do like shops and you guys build shops and stuff like that, right? And barns, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I know a little bit, just kind of what I've talked about with Cassidy.
Yeah, that's good. So we have a mission internally here to create exceptional experiences for our customers, change the way they see contractors and the construction industry. And our visions of doing that for 100,000 people or more over the next 10 years. So I'm telling you that just to give you that sense of, we're trying to grow. We've got big goals. It's not just like a stale place. And to ask you, where do you see, like, what are your goals in the next 3 to 5 years?
My goal is in 3 to 5 years. Well, I recently just had a baby, so
Nice.
now I'm kind of getting into this father mode where I really want to be able to, purchase a house one day, and I want to be able to build a life for the two women I got here.
Yep.
I guess my goals now is just to be stable, financially stable, mentally stable, and just build something for us more than I've done in the past year. Yeah,
Okay.
house is in the plans too.
Yep. Nice. What are your wage expectations?
I'd be pretty green coming into what you guys are doing here. So, I mean, livability right now, I'm the only person making any income for this family here. I'm looking, if I can, like 24 would be awesome, because that's pretty much anything less than that right now. I don't know if we can live comfortably here.
Yeah.
So
No doubt. Okay.
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a few questions for you just to kind of gauge where you're at experience-wise. So, if you don't know the answers, just say so, no worries. But I just want to get an idea of, because you've done a little bit of construction before, I just want to see what you know and what you don't know kind of thing.
Okay.
So what thickness is standard for roof sheeting?
Roof sheeting, that is 3/4?
That's not-
3/4 inch?
No, it's not, but you're just guessing anyway. What? How would you determine the correct spacing for floor joists?
The correct spacing for floor joists?
Yeah. How would you determine that?
That I truthfully can't tell you.
Yeah. All good.
I'm sorry. I'm not
What-
like I haven't done much framing or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, all good. You would check, just so you know the answer, you would check the plans and see what it said.
Right.
Okay, what are the actual dimensions of a 2x4 and a 2x8?
2 inches by 4 inches and 2 inches by 8 inches.
No.
Of a two by
Yeah. 2x4 is 1.5 by 3.5. 2x8 is 1.5 by 7.25.
Oh no way! I did not actually know that.
Now you do.
Yeah, no, I do. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's good. That's all I need to ask you.
Sorry, these questions make me feel like an absolute idiot.
All good. Okay.
Yeah.
What questions do you have for me?
Like you asked me if I knew much about the company. I guess for me it's just if you could give me a rundown of everything you guys do, like from like what type of buildings and that kind of stuff.
Yep. We build shops, barns, garages, and we do repair and maintenance on the same sort of buildings on farms and acreages. And then we
Okay.
do some fencing and metal roofing as well.
Oh, that's kind of cool. And so you guys do, you said shops, so you guys do concrete as well and all that stuff?
Yep, on some of them, yeah.
Okay, you guys do a little bit of everything. Nice.
Yeah, you bet. Okay.
That's cool. And you guys are located, I heard, in Enderby, I think it was?
Yeah, that's where our office is, yeah.
And you guys do work all around?
Yeah, all over. Well, we work all over the province. Like we have the guys will be heading up, some of the guys will be heading up to 100 Mile here pretty soon to do a project we're doing there. I would say 80% of our work's local, like within an hour or so of Enderby here, and then to about 20% of it's out of town. We do some stuff in the lower mainland, some stuff up in the Caribou and the Kootenays once in a while.
Well, that's kind of neat. That's kind of fun too.
Yeah, you bet.
I don't know if I have any extra questions right now.
Okay. Why do you want to work here?
Oh, I like to learn new things, and I feel like just coming there, I've heard lots about you guys and that it's a good place and good crews, and you're actually learning, and just heard it's a pretty good place to be.
You want to work lots and stuff. You're like, I know sometimes guys have a kid and then they just want to be home at 4 o'clock every day, but that's the guys usually work 12-hour days here, and some weekends, Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
How's that work for you?
Yeah, no, I think that would be honestly pretty good. The more work I get, the more money coming in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not too bad. I worked on the rigs for a bit, and that was 16-hour days some days, and you had no choice. 21 days on, so
Yeah.
that's all.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll send you a job offer then, and it wouldn't be till the second week of June. So like the 9th.
I'd have to figure out some funds here. That's all. Yeah, no worries. I just I got a job offer. So I'm trying to get work as fast as I can here. But no, I'd rather be with you guys. So I'm just trying to figure out here how to. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to these guys today and see if everything's figured out for next week. And if it's not, I will make sure that I'm ready to go with you guys.
Okay. Let me know either way.
Yeah. No, thank you. That's awesome.
You bet. Okay. Have a good one.
You too, Duncan.
See ya. Sounds like he really wants to work here. Very low experience. 24 an hour would be on the high end of what we would pay with that little experience. but I also understand having a woman and a kid. I don't even know how he'd live on 24 an hour. He thinks he can, but you can't live on that. You'd just be going further into debt. So crazy thing, I had the sales people in part of their interviews, they call a bunch of like supposedly lost leads that we have that got marked as lost in our software. The first guy I interviewed, the first call he made, answered, set an appointment for today. It's Friday. I did the call with them, got them the pricing. They want to go ahead with it. And we scheduled a time to meet on Monday and go over that and finalize it and sign contracts. Like, what are the chances of that? It's awesome. Gonna go for a walk with Deanna and the kids. You're on behind the hammer, Deanna. What do you have to say?
Get in the car.
You ready to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Well, it's Saturday morning. Jeff Gallagher's meeting me this morning. He was on his way through, so. Then I gotta get some work done. I gotta get employment agreements gone through for the sales position. I need to get onboarding plans dialed in for the same, and the training. The first couple of weeks are going to be very training heavy, so I got to get all that set up, and got something else too. Put it all on my calendar, otherwise I don't get anything done, so I don't remember what to do. Well, I'm going to call that a day for a Saturday. Got some content, got the onboarding plan for our sales rep dialed in. I had it started a while ago, but I got it much better now. And then, what am I trying to do here? I also worked on the employee handbook, which Holly's been working on a bit. And so I went over that a bit and left some comments for her to fix a few things up, change a few things. I added a bit to it. This wasn't work related, but I made an AI song for my wife where it sings it and everything. It's actually pretty cool. And made her cry. It's pretty good.